going on, y'all? It's your boy, and I'm back with another video. Back again with another video. Again from the channel Nick Shirley. He doing another street interview. This time he going in the New York City subways, talking about how dangerous it is to ride in the subway, as you can see right here. And if you from the towns, you from New York, you already know it ain't the best to ride the NYC subways. It's spooky down there. You gotta have your head on the swivel. You gotta pay attention. Look at everybody. You know, monitor what's going on. I wouldn't advise just being in your phone all the time, not being aware of your surroundings. Like, it's real spooky down there and real nasty down there. If you're not aware and you looking like a victim, yeah, you could get got. You could get got. But let's get into it. Let's see what he's saying. Let's see who he interviewing and how they saying what the subways is looking like. Let's get into it.
The famous New York City subway might just be one of the most interesting places in the entire world. It's a place where you can see Broadway-level talent for completely free, crazy freakouts. Maybe you'll even see Jimmy Fallon and Bad Bunny performing undercover, or you could see a woman being set to flames by an illegal immigrant, or maybe a pile of rats escape the blankets of a homeless man. With every day a new headline breaking from the subway, I wanted to see how dangerous the subway actually is and speak with the New Yorkers and the people who are considered to be the dangerous people of the subway. And here are some facts about the current crime rates on the...
I just want to pause and tell you, the things that y'all going to see right now in this video are things that you will only see in New York. I'm telling you. This is something I can say confidently. You won't see no things like what you're about to witness right now, or even in these little clips in no other city. New York, our subways is different. It's a lot that goes on down there. Just wanted to point that out.
Subway. Since the pandemic, crime is down 12% here in the subway. However, murder is up 200%.
Oh, okay.
Burglary is up 140%, and felony assault is up 55%. And there's one man that lives here on the New York City.
Listen to those numbers. Hold on.
And
listen to those numbers.
However, murder is up 200%.
Murder is up 200% in the subways. Burglary is up 140%. Felony assault is up 55%.
You do that? How do you do that? What the hell is going on?
Only in New York, I tell you.
Is up 140%, and felony assault is up 55%. And there's one man that lives here on the New York City subway. He's 52 years old, and he's been arrested 88 times and released onto the streets here in New York City. He's been charged with things such as stabbing people, and he roams and lives on the tracks here in New York City. New York City has 472 subway stations, some like this that are big and grand, and others that are a lot smaller. Now, there are multiple ways to board the subway. You can either tap your phone and pay to come into the subway. If you don't want to pay, you can just step over the rail like that, or you could wait for somebody to come outside of this door right here, and you can slide right on in for completely free. There's multiple other ways you can come into the subway. You can do this, you can hop over, you can go under, and technically NYPD should give you a ticket for hopping onto the subway without paying, but because of how many people constantly do it, there's so many people that do it, they'd be writing tickets all day. And the governor, Kathy Hochul, put up new spikes to prevent people from hopping over. However, I do not think it is working. You can still get right on over.
Those spikes ain't stopping nothing, but again, this relates back to the last video I did. The cost of living is so high. It's like people, they're not willing to pay that. And the fare alone is $2.90 and it's going up. They're not willing to pay that money, especially if you're from New York. You already know the New York City subway. They're not really ready to pay that, willing to pay that for the type of service and the conditions of these subways. They're not going to pay that, and due to the cost of living. I've always been a strong believer, and I say this all the time. The more they make the cost of living go up, the more crime is going to increase. Yeah, this is petty crime. This is small-time crime. But little things like this is going to persist because, why? The cost of living. So people are going to find a way to cut corners any way they can. Yeah, it's a part of it.
Our subway station, I just hopped over, even though Kathy Hochul put up those new guardrails. Is that going to stop teens and other people from hopping over?
Definitely not. I just hopped over myself.
Got him. We fucking got him.
A lot of people doing it. It ain't stopping nothing. And because anybody can somehow manage a way to get onto the subway, and with the subway running 24/7, it creates the perfect shelter for homeless people who do not qualify for housing because of addictions, mental illness, or other requirements that they do not meet, making the subway a perfect place to roam around 24/7. So how safe do people feel taking the subway? Do you feel safe on the subway?
Not really.
Why not?
Just all the news and things of people getting pushed.
It's an evil world we live in.
Think about it every day as you're walking.
Where do you stand when you're waiting?
Things of people getting pushed. You think about it.
That was crazy right there. That happened maybe like a year ago now in the city. And yeah, things like that can happen to you. You got to keep your head on a swivel down there. Like, don't be just dazed in your phone, not paying attention. Because we got a lot of mentally ill people riding the subway with us. Like, he showed you the car just now. In the morning time, and I would say, because that's coming from the night, so maybe from about like 11 o'clock to, let's say about 6 a.m., 7 a.m. in the morning, yeah, they own the subways. They like, if you're not ready to get it on or really could handle yourself, I wouldn't advise you to be taking the train those hours. Like, they outside. You got to keep your head on the swivel. There's a lot of them. Lots of them. This is looking like Cali. Like, how, if you've been to California, you know exactly what I'm talking about. The subways and this New York City streets is starting to look like California. And that's sad, man. They need to worry about that instead of worrying about other people jumping the toll and whatnot. Try to get these people help and clean up the city, man. This is only getting worse.
Where do you stand when you're waiting for your subway?
Pretty far back, definitely not too close. And when I am too close, I'm thinking about it and I'm like, I should move back a little bit.
You as a man, you feel safe taking the subway, right?
Yes.
Do you think women should feel safe getting onto the subway?
Depends. Sometimes yes, sometimes no.
Do you feel safe on the subway?
No,
Do you think the NYPD is doing enough?
not that I'm seeing.
As a man, do you feel safe on the subway?
Yes.
If you're a woman, would you feel safe coming onto the subway?
No.
Do you feel safe coming onto the subway?
On a railroad, yes. The subway, no.
What's it like living on the subway?
Got heat in winter, but after that, when ain't no other perk, you go to Beach Club after that.
How hard is it to find shelter here in New York City?
It's plenty available if you're a type. If you're a drug addict, you're looking for rehabilitation, you go to a type of it. If you're a convict or felon, you're a different type.
And are you on drugs or are you a felon?
A little bit of both.
Stop it. Get some help.
I'm on probation for marijuana.
And what would you say to the New Yorker that is worried about getting onto the subway?
I wouldn't second guess myself and go against that. I just don't do it yet.
How would you describe the subway to somebody that hasn't ever been down here?
Very cold, a lot of rats.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
And dark, and it's very dangerous too.
And what makes the subway so dangerous?
Just the people, you know, the lack of cops. Anybody can just run in there and rob you.
How lawless would you say the subways have became?
The worst.
What do you do down here on the subway?
I'm struggling right now, so I ask people for help. I've been neglected my whole life, so I don't really have the chance to have close ones by me.
And should New Yorkers and tourists be worried when they come down here onto the subway?
Yes, but not really, because police officers have it under control.
And why should people be worried?
Because people are senseless. They think for themselves sometimes when everything is going bad for them.
And you yourself, have you ever seen anybody get in harm's way down here on the subway?
Yes.
And how many nights out of the week are you sleeping down here on the subway?
So I'll probably say 3 to 4 days out of the week. But my sister kicked me out the house because I didn't want to take my meds. I don't do meds because I'm 100%.
And what mental illness did the doctors diagnose you with?
Schizophrenia.
And what do the voices in your head tell you to do?
It's like bad music. You know, when you ever watch a movie and they had like radios playing old music. That's what goes on in my head, like music songs that tell me to do bad. That's all.
And what do they tell you to do?
Tell me to get rich, to do anything, to get rich, kill somebody, or hurt yourself, or sacrifice a family member.
Wow, and have the voices in your head ever told you to harm somebody here on the subway?
Yeah.
So, look, this is a person who's openly admitting, and I'm not saying he's a bad person, but he needs help. And the city is not doing nothing to help these people. Like, they just going past them and, like, looking over them. Yeah, I need to clean up the cities, clean up the subways, because he's going to hurt somebody. He has voices in his head telling him to kill people, sacrifice their family members, telling him to hurt people on the subway. He will ill-intentionally or even intentionally hurt somebody because the voices in his head told him to do it. This is not a person who's supposed to be among society. You got kids going to school. You got ladies taking the train. Elderly people taking the train. Regular men. We going to work, back and forth to work, taking the train, going by 11. This guy with problems, not him per se, but him who's hearing the voices and people like him riding the subway with you. This is what I keep telling y'all. Keep your head on a swivel. For the ladies who feel scared, have some mace. Keep your back to the wall. Pay attention to everybody that's going by you. Don't just have your head down in your phone, not seeing what's going on around you. Invest. Get a taser. Have some mace. Even get a banger. Do something. You got to protect yourself, because if you think the police is going to save you, the police ain't everywhere 24/7. You got to protect yourself. Protect yourself at all times, because this is your life. You got to protect it.
And have you ever harmed anybody on the subway?
No.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how dangerous would you say this subway is?
Like a 1 if you chillax and sit down when you're supposed to.
Why do you think there's a lot of talk about how dangerous subways have gotten?
Because like the kids and the youth be trying to do too much. They be adrenaline rush.
Mm-hmm. We're here on the subway, we're up here in the Bronx. Right behind us, we got blood smeared.
What?
Yeah.
Man, hell no.
Looks like alien. How safe do you feel on these subways?
Well, whether you're safe or you're not safe, you have to go wherever you want to go. We're not safe anywhere.
Would you like NYPD to have more of a presence here on these subways?
Yeah, they are present, but they cannot be everywhere.
You think just taking the subway, you inherently take a risk that something may happen, and it's just some risk that everyone has to take?
It can happen anywhere, so you have to do what you have to do.
Mm-hmm. Do you feel safe riding the subway?
No, absolutely not.
And why don't you feel safe?
Because New York State and city has allowed so many mental health issues out of the hospital during COVID. So there's so many people out here that really needs the help and not getting the help. So it's dangerous to ride the subway because they're setting people on fire, they're throwing urine at you, they're doing all kinds of things. So I'm afraid, because I have a disability and I'm disabled, so I'm afraid to walk around with things that I need to help me get around, because I think they're going to take advantage of me and hurt me. So I'm afraid. So I walk around in pain just to avoid anybody assaulting me or hurting me.
You trust that NYPD will be there for you when you need help?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. This New York City laws doesn't help. People get they assault you, they get arrested, they're in jail for 20 minutes, 30 minutes, and they're out on their own. So no, I don't trust it at all. I know for a fact that there's a lot of money in this city and a lot of things can be done for the people, and this subway can be done better with the homeless system. I think that they need to take care of us better. Us New Yorkers are not being taken care of properly. Even tourists come to this country and get hurt. It shouldn't be. I visit a lot of countries. I travel the world. I feel safe when I travel, but I don't feel safe in my own country, my own city, my own state. I don't feel safe here at all. So New York City laws, these laws here, is trash. It's a shit show. Excuse my language, but that's exactly what it is. And act crazy about the mayor. I think the mayor is doing a hell of a job with what he has, for the simple fact that people turn their back and they don't tell you the real deal behind the closed doors. They're not supporting Eric Adams at all. And Biden didn't, but Trump will. He didn't leave the Democratic Party. The Democratic Party left him. And I agree with him because I feel the same way. I feel like they just abandon you when the need, and they just straddle the fence.
Mm-hmm. To her point, she is true. If you travel, you know, like when you go out the country, as much as they be like, oh no, it's so dangerous. When I go out, I don't never feel like I'm in danger or to be on guard. Even though I be on guard, like it's not like when I'm in my hometown, which is sad. You should feel this is the richest country in the world, or not. It should be the most safest, and I'm more on guard here than I am out of town. Like out of town, I'll just be more relaxed. Like I'm not expecting like somebody to push me on the tracks out there. You don't really hear crime like that happen out there. Like, crime does happen, but not like what we know to happen in New York City. So it's sad. It's really sad that you can't feel safe in your hometown. You feel safer out of town than in town. It's sad.
So they did to our mayor.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, no woman like you should be worried about walking around or even catching a subway here in New York City.
But I am. Every day of my life.
What do you do down here in the subway every day?
Oh, nothing. Someone stole everything from me. I'm from like another country. And
where are you from?
I'm from another country. So my passport and my driving license has been stolen. So
how do you survive down here in the subway? What's some of the techniques that you use to be able to survive down here?
No techniques. Some people, a lot of people know I'm good, so they help me. I mean, some people give like $5, $10, I guess.
And do you sleep on the subway?
Oh yeah, sometimes, yeah.
How long can you sleep before you are woken up to be moved to a different subway or to be kicked off?
Oh, I think it's less than 5 hours or 4 hours that someone can sleep at one place, yeah.
And do you ever get a full night's sleep on the subways?
No, to be honest, no.
And because of the lack of sleep many of these people are receiving on the subways, it causes them to move around in a zombie-like state around the subways. Some of these people may be on drugs, other people...
That guy was paused going up the steps, like paused, and this is really what we got, sending our kids on the subway to go to school around, and we walking around regular. You got your daughters, your girlfriend, your mother going around. This is crazy. Like I really don't. It looked like it's planned or organized chaos just to see how much can the people deal with before they crack. It seems like it's a product because it's like I don't think it would cost. They would send the country into bankruptcy or even just the state, just to clean up the homelessness and get the mental health people some help. Like I see them do projects for like 16 billion and 24 billion, even certain projects I seen in the trillions. So why they can't help the people? But I always say there's no benefit of that. They don't get nothing in return from that. Those projects, what they doing, they're gonna get money back from that. Them helping you, it'll be a nice thing to do, but they don't see no money in return from that, which is really, really sad. And you really gotta like realize we living in an evil world, and there's a lot of evil people at the top that will care more about money than their fellow, people that we elected them and put them there, and they don't really care about us. And I think that's what a majority of the politicians, not even like one in particular, majority of them, I feel like they really like that. You vote them, put them in there, and then after that, they don't care about you. It's crazy.
Simply aren't getting enough sleep. What's the most dangerous thing about taking a subway here?
Just sitting down. At any point in time, the train could just shut down. They're pretty old, outdated.
How bad has the mental illness crisis became here in New York?
It's been pretty serious.
And are you seeing a lot more mental illness walking around these streets and walking around the subways?
Pretty much. Yeah, I'm going through something myself. Mm-hmm. So I fight it every day.
I'm fighting for my life. Y'all killing me with this.
And one of the reasons why taking the subway can be dangerous is because of people who are mentally ill and have a hard time processing their emotions. America is really facing a mental health crisis. The National Institute of Mental Health reported over 50 million adults grapple with escalating anxiety and depression. Suicide rates have also hit all-time highs, and it's obvious new innovative solutions are needed. SSRIs, the top antidepressants, help many, but stir controversy with troubling side effects and overprescription fears, fueling debate over how best to fight this mental health crisis. And the New York City subway system is really amazing when you think about it. Just here in Grand Central alone, this is the largest train station in the world. It has over 67 tracks and 44 platforms, and it connects over 700,000 people to different trains each and every single day. As there are over 3 million people that use the subway each and every single day, you are taking a risk, just like when you get inside your car to go to work every single day. You are taking a risk as to whether or not the drivers around you will drive safely. Do you think driving or getting on the subway is safer?
So in New York City, I feel like the trains is not safer. I feel like driving is more safer. It's bad both ways, but the subways is always worse. Because if you don't know how to handle or control yourself or pay attention to your surroundings, you can get yourself messed up a lot. Me personally, I'm always on cue. You know, you just have to know your whereabouts, know what you have to do. Make sure that you're paying attention. Your headphones is not that loud, and pray. You know, pray to God every day, because you never know what can happen.
That's it, brother. That's the way it is, cuz. That's how it is on the streets, brother.
You ever seen anything crazy happen on the subway?
Yeah, I've seen a lot of crazy things happening on the subway. A lot of things you don't want children to see, like, you know, men sometimes would golf on the subway, like.
You's a freaky ass nigga.
You see a lot of crazy things.
So what would be your warning to people that have never taken the subway, that are watching this video? Maybe they're in some room in Indiana right now. What would be your message to them about how safe and what the experience is like on the subway?
Stay off your phone. Pay attention to your surroundings. And a last thing I would say too is don't get confrontational with people. If you see something happening, just eliminate yourself. Take yourself out of the equation, okay? Because that's the best way you could stay safe.
One time I was here on the subway, and I looked at a man, and he said, "Hey, you, Eli Manning, looking at this. If you look at me one more time, I'm going to blow your face up."
Was you staring at him, or you staring in his direction?
In his direction.
Yeah, so what some people do on the subway is you don't look at people. Don't look in their direction.
Where should
what
you
I
look?
do is I look on the floor. I don't stare at like a place for too long. Like if I'm standing up and I have no choice but to look at people, I try not to stare in their direction. You could still like look around a little bit, but just don't stare. New Yorkers hate when people stare. They don't like that at all. Do not stare at people. But the subway is it's like a jungle. It's hustlers. They trying to make their money. They aggravated. They real angry. You might meet some miserable people, miserable teens. It's just a whole bunch. It's a lot. But I would describe it like a jungle.
What's the craziest thing you ever seen happen on the subway?
Saw a guy slap a girl with his.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait. First of all, you're not gonna speed past that like you didn't just say what you just said.
Yeah.
The craziest thing he saw was a guy slap a girl with his third leg. I'm telling you, only in New York you're gonna hear these wild stories like that. So just imagine. Let's take a journey down this imaginary road. You're a woman. You on the train, minding your business or whatnot. Some crazy for whatever reason, maybe y'all have words or whatever. And I'm not justifying it. Y'all have words. That's cool. He takes it to the extreme and takes his man's out and slap you in the face with it. Like, where are the police? Like, that person needs to be locked up expeditiously. Like, no talking about it, no help. Like, we need to lock you up and then we can see what we can do to help. But you can't be on the streets no more, because he's a danger, and he's a sexual predator in that regard. If you're taking your third leg out to assault people with it, yeah, you need to be locked up ASAP. He's lucky that girl didn't have people with her, because it would have went left. It could have definitely went left. It could have been a different story.
Really?
She was sitting and he was just standing. He just went. It's pretty fun.
We're here with Booker T. Jones, my mother. Booker T. Jones, do you find it a little interesting that here on the subway, really nobody is talking to each other? They're all on their phones or taking a nap?
No, it does not surprise me at all because we live in a world where nobody talks to each other anymore. But everyone just keeps to themselves on the subway.
How safe do you think the subway is?
Not safe at all.
And what do you think about them charging congestion pricing now, making thousands of people choose between paying high fees or hopping on a subway?
It's all a setup. They're doing it just to make people go on the subway. They don't live the everyday life that we live.
And why do you think they want people to take the subway?
Just to keep people out the city, you know. But they want the migrants to take it over. But it's not going to happen now.
How much are you having to pay every single day to come into the city?
Every day, maybe $40. $40 a day to go and come.
And if you do not want to take the subway to come into New York City, you then have to pay congestion pricing, which can add up to become a lot of money as the lowest it costs to come to New York City.
That right there was another, like, one of the worst scumbag moves that I've seen the city do. You're charging people who already pay city tax to come into the city that they live in. Makes no sense. But one thing I do know, and what I say all the time, anytime they want to do something, when they think about where we're going to get the money from, let's find a way to tax the people more to pay for that project. Not take from the money from the budget what they get from the federal government or for whatever. No, we're going to tax the people who are already struggling more. Let's tax them more so we can do all of these projects that they didn't ask for or that they need, but we're going to make you pay for them. I'm telling you, man, it's a lot of corruption at the top. A lot.
$9 for a normal-sized vehicle, and as of April 8th, they're still charging congestion pricing in New York City despite Donald Trump signing an executive order to remove congestion pricing. And as I was interviewing this lady, a man came up to us and approached us for $5, claiming he was one of Beyonce's soldiers. What's going on?
I'm the soldier, Beyonce soldier.
A Beyonce soldier?
Yes.
Go lay your ass back down and come holler at me tomorrow when you sober. Because you high right now.
Yes, I need $5 in emergency. God will bless you.
Are you friends with Beyonce?
Not at the moment. Maybe one day. Maybe one day.
And does this happen every single day out here?
All the time. The last time I was assaulted on the train, that's the reason why I don't take the train anymore. I was hit by a tranny for being a girl. She told me, go grab another pole. This was her pole. So I was like, oh my God. I was like, I'm not taking the train no more. I'm just walking everywhere I go.
Let the bitch walk. I don't care.
So you were personally attacked on one of these subways?
Yeah, I was assaulted. Yeah. So that was my last time.
And would you say you have any mental illness or anything like that?
Invest in these ladies. This is only $35. This ain't gonna break the bank. Y'all spend more than this on a night out on drinks. Invest in this. If you're taking the subway, even if you're not, just even walking home sometime, you throw this in your bag. At least you could defend yourself in some type of way. Because there's a lot of weirdos out here. You got people out here slapping you with the third leg. You got other people assaulting you for no reason. Mentally ill people. Like, invest in some mates. Find the one, whatever in your price range. Get something. Even get a loud bear horn where you could press it if you feel like you alone that night and you can't scream loud enough. Yeah, you have this in your purse. You could take it out and press it. This is gonna sound real loud. Up to a half a mile could hear this horn go off. So yeah, be safe out there, man. Be very safe because it's a lot of widows out there. Y'all gotta protect yourself.
Do the voices that come to your head ever tell you to do anything good, or is it always just bad?
Torment.
Just all bad, nothing good.
Yeah.
What would be your message to the people that take the subway each and every single day?
Be safe and stay on the platform
Don't try to get pushed over the red line, man, or you might get shot. You don't want to get shot, you will die, man. I got shot before, man.
After speaking with people in New York City and going all across the subway, I think it's safe to say the New York City subway is not safe. If you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing. Give this video a like, and I'll...
Y'all tune into Nick's channel. I'm gonna leave the link down to the original video below. Cause he out here, he doing some real good interviews. I like his channel. But it's really crazy out there in the city. And y'all take the subway from New York, you know, you're not from out here. This could give you a little heads up, you know, keep your head on the swivel, protect yourself. It ain't all fun and games out here in New York. Let me see what the comments saying. Said bro interviewing in yellow zone is crazy. In the yellow zone is crazy. I agree. Yeah, when he was interviewing the person on the platform like that, like I was thinking the same thing. Like he not scared this guy push him off and he already schizophrenic. As a New Yorker native, seeing you stand with your back on the tracks while someone clearly is unwell is nuts. You need security, Nick. And definitely better self-awareness when you are in the trenches. I constantly have you and your mom in my prayers. Stay safe, kid. He was really wild because I'm even looking, I'm like, why is he like right there so close? Like I would never stand right there. I'll stand on the wall or I'm sitting down until my train gets there. The man who self-reported as having schizophrenia really touched my soul. I appreciate your approach so much when speaking to everyone. May he be blessed and anyone else struggling with mental illness. Yeah, for real, man, because I'm telling y'all, it is a different world out there. When you walk the regular streets, you see a lot. And it's getting to the point now, you can't even really tell the difference. But it is a lot more down in the subway because they get less harassed in the subway than they do on top. When I used to live in NYC, my defense tactic was always to act crazier than anyone trying to start anything with me. That really is a defense tactic out here, and it's sad. Arrested 87 times with some of them being stabbings charged, and he's roaming it free. Keep telling y'all, protect yourself. Told y'all, showed y'all ladies where to get the bear mace from. It ain't expensive. Go get the bear mace, protect yourself. You see something crazy about to go down, somebody acting irate coming your direction, get that bear mace out. Get it out, protect yourself. You want to make it home to your family. But y'all tell me what's up. Comment down below. Let's get a conversation started. I think they really, really need to do something about the cost of living and help the mentally ill people in the subway, because this problem just seems to be just getting worse and worse. I don't see no improvement, no light at the end of the tunnel. So y'all tell me what y'all think. But until the next one, I'm out.
I got all my dogs with me and we moving, we been plotting on the movement, swear to God we gon' get it right. Couple bad bros winning, ain't no choosing, ain't no picking, but they know I love them, dog, I just like them like. When I let you know the deal, shorty, let me know it's real, I'ma need that little freak to come out tonight. Do you know how it feel to be out up in the field on the blocks with the real, they was out of sight.